Welcome to With Love, Misty. I'm Misty Eastler. A few days ago, I started reading this book, Vibrate Higher by Layla Delia. I read like the first 10 pages and I was like, okay, this is it. This is identifying exactly where I am in my life. And as an artist, I've been stuck. And I feel like this is a book that will help me vibrate higher, help me go to the next level, help me heal because of the dark night of the soul and the spiritual awakening that I'm going through. So I decided to do it publicly, for us to do it together. So bear with me. This is episode 3. I am reading the book along with you. So what I'm doing is going back and going over what I've read aloud to you. So please get a journal. I have mine here. Get a journal because I know that what's coming up are some questions that she asked us to do an assessment on our life. So hopefully you're willing to come along on this journey with me. I will be doing talkbacks after these episodes, so I won't have to preface this every time I start. The talkback is basically just how I'm feeling and, sharing with you and just showing that I'm showing you that I'm showing up for you and with you through this because it's not easy. After losing my mom, I really was MIA unless I needed to. As an artist, I've been doing a show for 4 years now, American Son. Had the honor of winning Best Actor for it. My mother got to see me perform in it. But even after her transition, I was still performing, and still the show isn't completely closed yet, so I had to show up anyway. But now I'm showing up as myself, publicly, to do this with you. So let's heal together. Like I said, we'll be reading the book together. So if I'm stumbling and mumbling or coming back, have some grace. Here we are. Here we go. Let's vibrate higher. Episode 3, part 3. Reconfiguration. We are all capable of starting over, of vibrating higher daily, of change, of deciding what we give our attention to and what we don't. You may have journeyed into a traumatic dark night of the soul, lamented, my sister's going to kill me for that, lamented the death of a loved one, gone through heartbreak, experienced a loss of health or security, or you may have noticed a propelling higher call and force guiding you away from the life you've known. Reconfiguration. I'm starting it over again. We are all capable of starting over, of vibrating higher daily, of change, of deciding what we give our energy and attention to and what we don't. You may have journeyed into a traumatic dark night of the soul, lamented the death of a loved one, gone through heartbreak, experienced a loss of health or security, or you may have noticed a propelling higher call and force guiding you away from the life you've known. In all cases, you are always capable of the game-changing journey from death to rebirth into a higher awakening. In all cases, you are always capable of the game-changing journey from death to rebirth into higher awakening. Pain and suffering are most often the gateways and initiation into our higher selves and higher purpose. These experiences usher the soul into transformation, into vibrating higher and experiencing empowerment, and then into the unfolding of a new way of living, doing, and being in the world. After my dark night of the soul, I started looking for solutions to overcome my circumstances instead of feeling defeated by them. The depression and shame that I quietly journeyed with throughout my childhood and teen years and into adult years. The depression and shame that I quietly journeyed that I quietly journeyed with through my childhood and teen years and until adulthood had consumed enough of my life. This dark night experience was a fork in the road, a turning point, an activation. I was led and inspired to begin living more mindfully and intentionally through my everyday choices. And it started with what I ate. Food became the gateway. After some time and consistency, the vibrational awareness around how I had started eating soon grew and transferred to the types of energy I allowed into my environment, to how I managed my thoughts, to how I treated others and myself, to how I lived in general, and to the type of work I did in the world. One decision and starting point led to a whole new way of being in the world, a better way for me. These various areas of my life had always been interconnected, but now I was living more and more aware of that interconnectedness. And I was more intentional in my day-to-day choices and decisions. From mindful eating came awareness of bigger things. Thanks to a free Wednesday night support group for survivors of various forms of abuse, I learned to release my ego and old ways of thinking and surrender to necessary change, a wonderful thing for my soul. I continued deciding day after day and choice by choice to take my power and life back. Along the way, I had mentors who each saw something more in me than what I, with my limited yet changing perspective at the time, saw in myself. I saw a victim and survivor. They saw someone overcoming adversity, a teacher, a hero. My first full-on mentor was a calm, wise older man called simply Dr. B. He entered my life by divine appointment, and my life has never been the same since. We met one summer afternoon in 2007 during what first appeared to be another random friendly meeting at a Whole Foods market in Los Angeles. Our paths first crossed in the crowded store when we bumped into each other in passing. He was very courteous. We both laughed, and then we went our separate ways. About 10 minutes later, I was standing perplexed in one of the supplement aisles. Mind you, I was still new to healthy living at that time, struggling to choose a product. The struggle was real. I hadn't the slightest clue what to choose. And then, as if divinely timed to precision, the gray-haired man who had bumped into me 10 minutes earlier passed by, recognized the lostness in my posture, and intervened. This act of kindness turned into a 20-minute conversation of great value. I was resonating deeply with the knowledge that this nice stranger was sharing with me. So much so that by the end of our exchange, he declared to me, "You're one of us. You're here on a mission and you're powerful. It's time to remember who you are." For more than a decade, I've passionately and diligently worked with this mentor and others on my spiritual journey and path to vibrational awareness. These important and positively impactful connections would eventually guide my being toward teaching others the path that has reconfigured me and my life vibrationally. And I quote, "It's time to rise into your empowerment and purpose. And though you may have It's time to rise into your empowerment and purpose. And though you may be scared and have repeatedly doubted yourself, surrender to the path. Realize that being trapped in fear is more exhausting and frustrating than moving forward into the unknown and your empowerment. Journey beyond those voices within that are discouraging you. The ones that may say you can't rise above wherever you are or have been. Open up to a new and better expression of your life." I think I need to hear that again. It's time to rise into your empowerment and purpose. And though you may be scared and have repeatedly doubted yourself, surrender to the path. Realize that being trapped in fear is more exhausting and frustrating than moving forward into the unknown and your empowerment. Journey beyond those voices within that are discouraging you. The ones that may say you can't rise above wherever you are or have been. Open up to a new and better expression of your life. I love that so much, Layla. Thank you. And we continue. Vibrate higher daily. Vibrate higher daily shaped throughout the reconfiguration process. I was able to grow, learn, and unfold into my more authentic self over time. I leaned my whole life in a more healing, holistic direction, like sunflowers, which, no matter where they're planted, turn toward the sun. I too began turning into the direction that nourished me. This path has since become a way, no matter where I may find myself planted, to turn toward the sun, the light. Over the next decade, my journey to deeper healing, transformation, and discovery became the life and pain I'd known would be. Over the next decade, my journey to deeper healing, transformation, and discovery beyond the life and pain I'd known would be through the path of what I call Vibrate Higher Daily. Throughout this book, I interchangeably refer to it as the path. Things, people, and energies that were once painful memories or blockages to my higher well-being and development were neutralized, including the limiting mindset, tendencies, and habits I used to struggle with through my life. They no longer had power or authority over me. They no longer had power or authority over my life. Living from this reality has been liberating and life-changing. My intention and prayer for you is to rise above and beyond to starting wherever you are. And also for you to step into your empowerment and higher purpose. Whatever your story is, whatever your pain or disconnect from life may be, it's not allowed to have the final say in your life. Your story doesn't have to end where you feel it may be trying to end. Find your way through and beyond. Allow your pain and frustration to awaken and rebirth you into a creation, into a new creation. From this inner space, you can create change within, reach your higher potential, and then help to shape a better society and world. This is the life-shifting power of vibration, which is always within you, no matter where you are planted. May you always turn toward the sun. Quote, reflect on this for a moment. Some of the most beautiful, empowering, and fulfilling days of your life are still out there. And all healing, all heading your way. How divine. Reflect on this for a moment. Reflect on this for a moment. Some of the most beautiful, empowering, and fulfilling days of your life are still out there, all heading your way. How divine. I love that. What is vibration? So let's get into vibration. Let's get into it. Besides being one of my favorite things to discuss, observe, and nurture, vibration is the constant bridge of communication between the mind, body, spirit, and outer world. This communication speaks through you and for you, and through and for all things surrounding you at all times. This communication speaks through you and for you and through and for all things surrounding you at all times. Quote, we mostly speak in vibrations, not words. I love that. We mostly speak in vibrations, not words. How you communicate without saying a word, is through vibration. How you feel other people without them saying a word is through vibration. How you discern whether a person, place, or thing is right for you or not right for you is through vibration. How you perceive the world around you, how you feel at any given moment, and the state of your overall well-being, physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional, is all vibration. This is not just something you sense, feel, react to, and respond to on a mind, body. This is not just something you sense, feel, react to, and respond to on a mind, body, spirit, emotional, or soul level. It is who and what you are on a microscopic level. And it's also the state of your overall well-being at any time. You are vibration expressing itself. You are vibration expressing itself. I love that. And human beings are not alone. Many beings throughout the animal, plant, and insect worlds base their communication and survival on vibration. 3 of my favorite beings, butterflies, elephants, and whales, are all use this force of communication, as do countless other creatures. Vibration connects us all. Even when it's not understood or recognized, vibration is there, happening, and we're part of it. For some people, like what I experienced, the awareness of this force could be buried under layers of distraction, fear, pain, doubt, toxic cycles, shame, ego, religious dogma, you name it. Yet, we all have the potential to tap into the vibrational field within us and around us. We can all live through this vibrational awareness. If you're new to it, like I was, it's about beginning wherever you are and however you can. Begin small if you have to, like I did. What started off as food awareness in my life slowly grew and expanded into vibrational awareness. The whole universe operates through vibration. Everything in the universe is vibrating. Vibration is all around us, always within us, and always functioning. This can be seen on a cellular, atomic, and microscopic levels. Matter all around us may appear as one unified individual thing, but under a microscope, it's all separate, and individual atoms, cells, and particles vibrate at certain frequencies. Even the cosmos, our universe, functions, communicates, and creates through this energy, linking all things. Vibration is everything, for real. When we become conscious of this life force within us and all the things we realize that when we become conscious of this life force within us and all things, we realize that we are not singular beings in a silos alongside other singular beings and things. We are all connected. What happens outside of ourselves impacts us because vibration connects everything, like superorganisms. We live in a very symbiotic world and universe. So not only are you a physical being, you are a vibrational being too. Your vibration changes based on frequency, high or low, or your high or low of your mindset, thoughts, actions, interactions, intentions, moods, and everything you come in contact with and consume. I'm going to read that again. Your vibration changes based on the frequency, high or low, of your mindset, thoughts, actions, interactions, intentions, moods, and everything you come into contact with, and what you consume. Quote, as you become more aware and in tune with your vibration, your life begins to harmonize. Good vibes and bad vibes. Yep, same thing. Good vibes and bad vibes. Yep, that same thing. You know when you find yourself saying, I don't have a good feeling about this, or I feel great about this. Or when you say to someone, I feel low or I feel high. That's vibration. Listen to it, feel it out. Pay attention to the vibes within you, around you, and in all things that influence you: spirit, mind, body, soul. Another way we can look at vibes is in terms of harmony. Think about your favorite song. High vibes and positive energy are like hearing or feeling all the right notes. It's pleasing to the mind, body, and soul and can shift the atmosphere around you. Lower vibes are negative energy, are like hearing wrong notes played or sung out of tune. The right notes create harmony. The wrong notes cause disharmony and often become disturbing to the mind, body, and soul and atmosphere around you. Living out of harmony with our highest good creates stress, anxiety, compromised health, and unhealthy relationships in our personal lives, and war, and fear, and hate in the larger world. Living in harmony with our highest good creates greater peace of mind, improved health, healthy relationships in our lives, and more peace, joy, and love in the world around us. Wherever you find yourself feeling out of harmony and out of tune, find your note. Do more of what makes you vibrate higher and feel alive. Love that. The power of daily awareness. Vibrational-based living is the day-to-day lifestyle of intentionally moving through your life with awareness of forces operating from within you, through you, around you, and in all things. Vibrational-based living is transformative because it creates a shift in how you see, sense, connect with, and respond to everything within and around you. Living this way, though, takes living through daily vibrational awareness. Living this way, though, takes living through daily vibrational awareness, and this starts the moment you awaken each day. Everything around you is affecting your vibration, even the subtle things. It could be clutter in a corner, in a sink, on a table or desk that you pass by, which creates uneasy energy, or perhaps the tone of news updates or social media claiming your early morning attention. It could be waking up with an off mood. Something as simple as setting up a morning routine that nourishes, fortifies, and positively aligns you before the day carries you off into let me go back. Everything around you is affecting your vibration. Even the subtle things. It could be clutter in a corner, in a sink, on a table, or a desk that you pass by, which creates uneasy energy, or perhaps the tone of news updates or social media claiming your early morning attention. It could be waking up with an off mood. Something as simple as setting up a morning routine that nourishes, fortifies, and positively aligns you before the day carries you off into various directions makes a huge impact on the state of your energy and being for the rest of the day. Doing things early in the day that build up your high vibrational reserves is a great way to take charge and harmonize your day. I emphasize the word daily in the term vibrate higher daily because this path is a process. The choice and the individual practices we adopt every day hold the power to shift us higher or lower. Through daily practices, we are able to build a lifestyle that serves us and supports us. Through daily practices, we are able to build a lifestyle that serves us and that supports our exodus from a life that doesn't serve us personally and collectively. Throughout daily practices, we are able to build a lifestyle that serves us and that supports our exodus from a life that doesn't serve us personally and collectively. Just as running coaches will tell us that to become a runner, we must have a slow start with a mile a few times a week. So we nurture vibrational-based living through small incremental choices each day that build upon themselves. We are always creating our life through each moment with each choice. Creating a morning routine. The potential of your life and future is shaped differently depending on whether you commit to unconscious habit or pattern or to vibrational awareness in your life. You always have the choice to exit autopilot mode, to clean out and update your mental programming. You have the freedom to create a new story. Start your journey with a small step to that new story and daily awareness with a morning routine. Such routines are important because they lay the groundwork for your day and ultimately your life. As days turn into weeks, weeks turn into months, and before you know it, months become years. Setting a solid and supportive foundation for yourself through consistency, mindful behavior, persistence, and sustainable daily habits is key. And keep in mind that consistency here is not about perfection, but rather about progress, daily awareness, and noticeable results. Take inventory. What gives you good vibes? What gives you bad vibes? You raise your vibration by implementing things in your life that are vibrationally therapeutic and fortifying, and by omitting things that are not. You can do this through self-discipline, self-correcting, and guiding your mind and willpower. Think of professional athletes or martial arts masters. They operate with their discipline through awareness and what will and will not fortify and sharpen their craft. That's vibrational awareness, and that's what can change your life. It's about knowing and honoring who and what supports you in being great, and knowing who and what does not. Only you can know and feel this. Only you can know and feel this. What doesn't feel great. Now that I realize my vibrations are speaking out through my thoughts. Now that I realize my vibrations are speaking out through my thoughts, desires, and feelings, I poise myself daily. I poise myself differently than I used to. Living in awareness for me means embracing the opportunity for growth and self-mastery, and persisting in a higher vibration when met with challenges and lower vibrational moments. Your vibration is like a muscle and a shield. The more you build it up, the stronger you are, and the stronger it is as a result. Guard your attention. I always would say, this is a side note, I would always say, stand guard at the doorway of your mind. That's huge. Love this. Guard your attention. With so many things competing for our attention in every waking hour, take time for yourself. With so many things competing for our time and attention in every waking hour, taking time for myself has become a non-negotiable part of my spiritual practice. This keeps me more rooted and anchored throughout the various experiences of the day. And if I, for whatever reason, find myself feeling off balance or disconnected from myself, returning to the practice of slowing down and taking time out to vibrate higher puts me in tune and in balance again. As you make your way through each day, keep in mind that it's not just food that is feeding you, but all energetic things around you. It's all affecting your state of being. Be aware of what you're vibrationally allergic to or sensitive to. Just like with seasonal or food allergies, you'll know. Your body may respond physically with illness, a rash, a cold, a headache, a stomach ache, or otherwise, with a blockage in some area of your life, an off mood, mental fog, or sudden drop in energy levels or vibration. More on this in the next chapter, she says. On the opposite end of the spectrum, stay aware and take note as to what is having a positive impact and effect on your spirit, mind, body, and soul. Pay attention to all the signs coming from both ends of the spectrum. This is living and moving in a vibrational awareness. This is living and moving in vibrational awareness. Self-checks. Take time each day to check in with yourself to see how the atmosphere, people, or things around you are affecting you. Also, take time to be cognizant of how you're affecting everything around you. Remembering that in certain cases, you could be the one out of harmony and throwing the vibes off. Staying aware in this way is key. When this has been the case in my own life, I've tried to snap out of it quickly so as not to prolong the lower vibe and its effect on others, and to get back in tune and harmony with my higher good. I find the harmony, I find my note. I try to stay mindful in the moment that I'd rather use positive reinforcement and energy over negative reinforcement and energy to bring out change or to manifest a better outcome. When things don't go my ideal way in various aspects of my life, my awareness shifts to dealing with anything that may need to be dealt with, and then to keep moving forward, empowered, poised, and light, seeking to leave behind any lingering negative residue or vibes. Know when to unplug from unproductive. Know when to unplug from unproductive vibrations that show up in the various aspects of your life and cause disharmony or stagnation in groups, in your home, in your relationships, during conversations, in public, or from within. You can always choose to conduct, reroute, or orchestrate your energy in a higher vibrational and more harmonious way. You hold this power within. During my dark night of the soul, I went through the ultimate self-check. My life began breaking down and dismantling itself, which is one of the first stages in the spiritual process of awakening and transformation. My life had become too hard to live, but the divine, still having purpose for this life of mine, intervened and rescued me. I decided that from then on, I would no longer go on living the way I'd been living, and that I definitely wasn't going to die that way either. This is when the pain that I journeyed within, this is when the pain that I journeyed with began to be converted into awakening, healing, and purpose. The same potential is available and present in you, in both the large-scale moments and the more routine and mundane ones. Quote, certain things implemented both in your daily life and beyond it support you, heal you, and allow you to become more whole within. Becoming aware of the difference between low vibration and high vibration can mean the difference between moving toward or away from progress and wholeness. As I've navigated life, this path cleansed and nurtured my heart, mind, body, and soul. It has allowed me to shift in ways I once never thought possible. It's been healing. It's been redeeming. It's helped me live with purpose in a better direction. A whole new life became available to me. It's been the definition of daily grace. And it may be so for you too, friend. Welcome to the journey and the path of Vibrate Higher Daily. I will stop there. This is the end of episode 3. Thank you for your patience. If you made it this far, I thank you. I come to you with so much love. Please join me and with Love Misty for the rest of the book. Make sure that you grab your journal. I thought today we would get to the part where we had the questions, but still start your journal. Just get a journal and claim it for Vibrate Higher Daily. Start writing down your feelings in it. Start writing down what it is that you want to overcome. What are you grateful for at this point? It could just be the fact that you are making effort to vibrate higher, to level up, to change, to transition, to get healthy, to just feel better. Whatever it is, if you are in deep grief, write down, if you could have anything that you desired, it does not matter what it is, What do you desire, and what are you willing to do incrementally, little by little, day by day, to achieving that? Even if it's just a peace of mind, or the value of your own life and your time, or hey, you want to drink 8 glasses of water a day, whatever it is, we can do it together. Hopefully you show up, I'll show up. It's not easy, but we're here, and we will do it together. We will heal together. All right? I love you. With love, Misty. I will be doing a talk back. Until tomorrow.